In episode 13, Ingress gave your cluster a single entry point for real internet traffic. Count up what we've written since episode 9. A pod spec, a deployment, a service, a config map, maybe a secret, a persistent volume claim, an ingress rule, and that's for one application. A second application means writing nearly all of it again by hand, keeping every value in sync yourself. Helm is a package manager for Kubernetes, and it exists specifically to end that copy-pasting. A Helm chart bundles all of those YAML files together into one reusable package, with the values that actually change between environments, image versions, replica counts, domain names, pulled out into a single file called values.yaml. Here's the shape of a chart.yaml with its name and version, a values.yaml holding your configurable defaults, and a templates folder containing your deployment, service, and ingress files from episodes 10 through 13. Except now, instead of hard-coded values, they reference placeholders like double curly brace.values.replica count, pulled straight from that values file. Helm repo add, and a chart repository's name and URL connects you to a source of pre-built charts. Plenty of common software, databases, monitoring tools, ships as a ready-made Helm chart already. Helm Search Repo lets you look through what's available. Installing your own chart is one line. Helm install my release and the path to your chart. Helm renders every template using your values file and applies the entire result to the cluster in one shot. Everything episodes 10 through 13 built by hand, created together, correctly wired, in a single command. Need different settings for a different environment? Helm install --set replica count equals 5 overrides just that one value without touching a single template file. Point at an entirely different values file for staging versus production, and the same chart produces two different, correctly configured deployments. Change something and need to ship it? Helm upgrade, my release, and the chart path applies the difference. The same rolling update behavior from episode 10, now driven by one command instead of a manual kubectl apply. And if that upgrade goes wrong, Helm rollback, my release, and a revision number reverts the entire release, every object it touched, back to exactly how it looked before. Helm list shows every release currently installed in your cluster, alongside its current revision number, which is exactly what --set and rollback are keeping track of behind the scenes. Let's recap. A chart bundles your Kubernetes objects into one reusable version package. Values.yaml is what changes between environments. The templates stay identical. And install, upgrade, and rollback manage an entire application's worth of objects as a single unit, instead of one YAML file at a time. We now have every piece: containers, images, volumes, networking, compose, and a full Kubernetes deployment, packaged and versioned with Helm. In episode 15, the final episode, we bring it all together and cover what actually makes a deployment production ready. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you then.